for those who do not know John Murray, give us some of his backstory because that is a phenomenal story.
Yeah, John Murray was once probably one of the better American goaltending prospects in the USA. He was the OHL goaltender of the year with Kitchener, and he looked to be a guy who was going to sign a professional contract in the Columbus Blue Jackets organization, suffers an injury. Then, by the time he's healed, his final junior year, he gets traded again because his Kitchener had too many overagers, and it just kind of starts this. I don't want to say like spiral, but it definitely interrupted his development. And so he's playing minor league hockey in the US, the ECHL and what used to be the Central Hockey League when that was around. He had 1 year in Serbia too, and he just wasn't really building that momentum to get to the American Hockey League or take that next step. So he comes to Poland. He signs for 1 year. All the thing is, this is going to be a stepping stone season for him. He can play well in Poland, and maybe then hopefully he can get to Czechia, Slovakia, one of those better leagues. And that's really what actually ended up happening is he got that contract, but a Czech team's relegated, so he has to stay in Poland. He signs with the Pole. And then kind of, I guess to say the rest is history. He finds the love of his life in Poland. He ends up playing for like the next 10 years in Poland. He just becomes a legend of the national team. One of the greatest performances I think you'll ever see in hockey is John Murray versus Belarus. 46, I want to say 46 save shutout gives Poland, it's not Miracle on Ice in terms of notoriety, but it's got to be up there with some of the biggest upsets in hockey history.
And then also, we don't need to say the broadcast or if this was IIHF that had it, but I believe his save against the US, believe against the US in Ostrava was one of the top 10 saves of the tournament. So he definitely had some shining
Yeah.
moments there that must have been, for him, like phenomenal. I mean, for me growing up as a kid, when I got Polish citizenship, I was like, I want to play for Poland. I want to play against the US. Obviously, I didn't become a hockey player, which is okay. And didn't need to be. I get to watch it from a different perspective. And to your point, like the more people you can connect with and speak to that have different perspectives, it helps you build perhaps a clearer picture of what's the reality of it.
Yeah, I mean, and like just to go finish with Murray too, really quick, like he made the saves of that tournament. He showed off that he's one of the better goalies in international hockey. I remember, I think it was Seth Jones we got to do media with, and Seth Jones was like, I didn't know he was an American. I was just like, this Poland, they got some goalies over here in Poland. Like, we can't beat him.
So shout out John Murray. Maybe we'll get you on in the future. But no, that's one that definitely we should note in terms of the especially more recent history for Polish hockey, and especially from your perspective in terms of the storytelling